Welcome to pattern making class. I'm Annette Julie, and today we are working on our Peter Pan collar. We've already finished our collar where it's butterflied piece, but we haven't decided if it's the top or under collar. I'm going to make this the under collar, and then we're going to copy it off and make a top collar from this. So here's the center back that I've marked it. I'm going to go ahead and draw my grain line. Grain line is here, here. It's any parallel line that goes across. Let's draw arrows on our grain line. And this is our Peter Pan collar. And this is the under collar. Cut 1 self fabric. And you can also make this your interfacing piece. Cut 1 interfacing. We have a notch there for the shoulder. If this is the under collar, we would have a single notch here, which opening up would be a double notch, and the front one. Let's go ahead. Here's our bigger piece of paper. We need to make a copy. And if we were making this a production pattern for a company, we'd have to make a separate pattern piece as an interfacing. Because it would go in a separate marker. Let's draw our grain line. Go ahead and crease that. Take your pattern piece. Let's line this up and match the grain. Sometimes it helps to open the pattern piece up. Okay. You can use tape or weights. Now copy off against the edge. That was the outer edge. Here is the inner edge, which gets sewn to the neckline. Let's go ahead and transfer the shoulder notch and the center front notch, but not that center back one. Make sure I trace the whole thing off. I did. That looks good. Let's bring the notches in. That's our shoulder. There's our center front. A little U over it so you can see it. Now, let's add our grain line to this and our information, because this is going to be different than our under collar. We have our Peter Pan collar. This is going to be our top collar. Cut 1 self fabric, as well as cut 1 interfacing. So first off, we're just going to make this a little bit larger on the whole outside edge, not the inside edge, but the outside edge. We're going to rotate around short lines, and we're going to add 1/8 to the outside edge. Here we go, we're rotating around to the front. we're going to have to come back and true things. But when we get into the front here, you need to blend to 0. Okay, we don't want to add that full 1/8 of an inch all the way to the front. We're working on our top collar. And the major difference is the 1/8 of an inch added to the outside edge to make the top collar roll to the under collar. If it's larger, there's enough fabric to have that seam roll to the under collar. So you want to blend everything, you want to true it. We've transferred the shoulder and the center front notch. And because we've already put our 1/4 inch seam allowance in it, this top collar piece also has the 1/4 inch seam allowance in it. Blending from 0 to that 1/8 of an inch curve. Our top collar and our under collar, and these are our Peter Pan collars, and these collars have a 1/2 inch stand in them. And don't forget, you can also have an awesome design that's larger or with some cutouts and do something wacky as well. This is Annette Julie. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.